someone you've blocked as a moderator here. Got it. I don't even know what that means. I'm going live on YouTube for the first time, so that's cool. Going to go live on Facebook at the same time. And then I'm going to go live right here on Instagram. How about that? 3 places at once. Going live. Oops, we'll flip that around. What up, guys? We're going to be going here live with some Q&A on what are the absolute best resources for prospecting, getting business now and later. So if you were watching, I want you to think about this for a second. Do you want to make a lot of money just today, or do you want to make a lot of money your entire career? If you guys can hear me, drop a comment in the comments here on YouTube or Facebook. I've never actually used the YouTube live stream via my phone, so it's a new thing for me. I also have recently created a video. I want to share it. It is a video in why do 87% of realtors fail in real estate. So let's get into this. Let's talk about lead sources today. We understand that if you fail out of real estate, it's one reason only. You don't have money coming in, right? So if you don't have money coming in, what can you do to change that immediately? And I look at it this way. If you are a realtor doing, let's say, 20 deals a year or less, and you're not making any money in this real estate world, then you've got to change. You've got a problem. You've got an issue. So let's start to think with what is the outcome that we want to create. Now, well, I would like to see 5 appointments every single week set. You down with that? Put a yes in the comments if you're down with that. Number 2 is I would like to see that I am signing at least 1 new customer per week. Think about if you sign 1 new customer every single week, you will end up signing 52 customers throughout the year. Now, let's say not all of those sell, but let's say 70% of those sell. 70% of those, you're going to have around 40 transactions, 35, 40 transactions. Now, the average agent does 6 deals a year, but let's say you're above average, doing 20 deals a year, making a sweet 75K a year, and you were able to almost double your production. Would you be cool with that? I would totally be cool with that. So let's talk about those areas on where do you get sources. So the question I get asked all the time, and feel free to drop your own questions in the comments, whether you're on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook over here. Drop your own questions here so that we can answer those. So normal question I get is, Colton, where do you get your leads from? Okay, so I think it's understand that we have to get this idea of the different areas that we're going to generate business. Okay, so let's just go over that real quick. I'm going to send a text there. Okay, so number 1 for me, 70% of my business today generates from past clients and sphere of influence. And now I have more and more past clients to start working them. Okay, so 70% of them. So let's say if we do 100 deals, 70 of those will probably come from our sphere of influence or our past clients. Of that 70%, 25% of them will come from active customers. Okay, so we're going to write that down. You can generate a lot of referrals from your active customers if you do it correctly. The whole focus in, oh, no sound over here. Let's fix that. Thank you very much. Hold on one second. I can get some sound working. Oh, how about now, Giacomo? Can you hear me now over there? You guys can hear me now? Give me some thumbs up if you can hear me, just so we know that it's working. Cool. Awesome. So I forgot what I was saying now. Okay, so active customers, that is where you can generate a ton of business, is from your active customers. Got it? If you're going to generate business from your active customers, you have to have a solid customer experience plan. Write that down, customer experience plan, okay? And part of attraction-based prospecting, which is creating a network of fans that believe you're the god or the goddess of real estate, they're only going to believe you're the god or goddess of real estate if you give them an amazing experience. So you have to give them an experience. And there's 3 places to give experience. Now, this is all wrapping around on where do you generate business from. Okay, so number 1 is you have to give them an amazing pre-customer experience. Write that down, an amazing pre-customer experience. This is before you even start to work with them. Okay, this is before you even start to do business with them. You're going to give them a great experience. So that's going to be over the phone prospecting. That's through emails. That's through text messages. That's through phone calls. That's through events. Oftentimes, like we got a lot of people that come to our events that we haven't worked with yet. Next is where you have to give them an amazing experience is through the active customer plan. This is when you sign a contract with them. This is when you put them in escrow. This is when you close through escrow. That period has to be rock star. I recommend you guys read this book. Write this book down. You probably heard of it. If you haven't read it, go read it. If you have read it, go read it again. They just updated it and revised it. It's awesome. It's called Raving Fans. Go check out the book Raving Fans. Okay. It's like the idea is you want to give your fans these little hugs, these little gifts, these little tokens, these little pieces that make them feel even more connected. And so I want you to just write this down. Yes, Colton, that makes sense to me. Start to understand how this works. And then finally, you've got your past customer experience. After they've worked with you, what is their experience that are you just going to cut them off dry? Are you going to stay in touch with them every now and then? Or are you going to give them an experience that's saying, hey, even though our transaction's done, we still freaking love you, we appreciate you, and we want to make sure we help you in either way, okay? So that's number one lead source, your past clients is SOI. Some of you might be saying, no, I don't even have past clients, right? Or I don't have a big SOI. That's okay. Understand that to get to where you get rich in real estate, you got to build that. You got to create that. And that's the target. That's the outcome you want to go to. Second greatest lead source for us in our business is People Farm. What is a People Farm? This is a list of people that have mentioned to us that they are thinking of making a move in the next 2 years or less. Okay. We want to then create a way to give them an awesome experience. Oftentimes, this is part of that pre-customer experience I was talking about. So what do I want for the People Farm? I want someone that is thinking of making a move in the next 2 years or less. I want someone that I have their name, I have their email, I have their mailing address. Okay. Because I'm going to use specific techniques, and we talk about this all the time in Prospecting Alliance. We're working on perfecting it for a lot of our agents there, is how do I get my message out to my People Farm, to my SOI, to my past clients over and over again, such that they completely understand that I'm here to help them, support them, and not take from them. One of the biggest mistakes, let me get a drink real quick. Hey guys, Darius, you just joined us. Robinson, Justin, thanks for being here. Make sure to drop your comments for any questions as we go. We're gonna be rocking and roll. So you have to paint your picture. And what I say is a great way to come up with your messages between now and the time you die. What do you want your life to have stood for? Got it? What do you want your life to have stood for? So for me, it's simple. Make a difference. I want to make a difference. So my tribe, my network, my group, the people that know me, my community, I want them to know that's my message. So everything that we do in our message is about making a difference, about creating value, it's about helping people. And oh, by the way, we sell real estate. Oh, Darius says he wants that shirt. A lot of people want this shirt. We do have some more coming in stock. So maybe here soon we'll make them available for purchase if we get enough people asking. If you guys want a shirt like this, drop a 1 in the comments. I'd like to know how many people of you guys would want a shirt that says I love my life, like this. Cool. So you got to get that message out there. And there's different ways, through retargeting ads, through phone calls, through emails, through postcards, through all of that. You got to and write this down. We probably make about 150 touches to our database throughout the year, 150 touches, including doing WGR events 3 times a year. And then our live, and for those of you guys that I don't know who's on, that's in the Prospecting Alliance, you guys are in there. Today's live session at 1:15 Mountain Time, 3:15 Eastern. I'm going to go over exactly how to create an event, how to market for it, how to get people there so that you turn out to have, some of you do your first event, have 100 people there. Some of you do 500 there. We do about 500 people at our events. And so you think about, you have 500 people there at one night and you're shaking their hands and you're talking. It's all about having fun. And oh, by the way, we're the real estate guys that do that, or gals that make that happen. It's a pretty good prospecting day. So cool. Hey, Kimberly, thanks for being on. I want to love people and sell real estate. Yeah, exactly. Just love people and sell real estate. Third place, though, third most important place to generate leads is going to be cold call prospecting. Why is cold call prospecting going to be a great source? Number one, it's really inexpensive. Okay, I'll even drop a link in the comments. It's really inexpensive to do, and it's the quickest way to have conversations. So there's 2 parts to generating leads. One is the initial start of the relationship. Number 2 is actually maintaining, growing, and managing the relationship. So If you don't have a huge database of sphere of influence, past clients, people farm yet, that's why you want to spend a lot of time in these next places, because it's going to pay you today and it's going to help build your future business. But I'll drop a link in the comments that if you guys want, one of the companies we use is called Cole Realty Resource. You probably heard of it before. If you haven't, use this link. You can get cold call cell phone leads on it, and just use the WGR as a promo, and you probably get a discount with it as well. But that's the company that we use. I dropped that on the live stream on Facebook. So cold calls, one of the phrases you want to use, I get asked this question all the time. If you guys have questions, drop them in the comments and I'll answer you guys in live. I'm just going off of some questions that we pre-got. One question is what do you say to a cold call? Well, hi, this is Colton with the WGR sales team. I was just calling to see if you might be thinking of selling your house. And they're going to say yes or no. If they say yes, awesome. And then you move into the dialogue. Great, where are you moving to next? And they're going to be like, oh, we're moving to Chicago. Oh, great, Chicago, I got you. What takes you to Chicago? We got family there, job there, whatever. So the idea is to identify, are they thinking of making a move, one? Number two is if they are, here's someone that says, oh, it said, using the physical lead you sent out, having gotten, oh, crap, I missed it. Dang it, I missed it. Dismissed that. I wanted to see that chat. Oh, here they are. Got it. Now I can see it. Yep. Okay, so using the FISBO lead you sent out, having gotten about 30 leads to work on. So he said, Otis over here on YouTube, I gave him a lead source. I'll drop it here on the Facebook as well, www.buyownerdaily.com/Colton Lindsay. These, you can get 2 weeks free FISBO leads. He's saying he got about 30 leads from that for free. Also, if you guys want that service, you can get a discount with them as well. So that's cool. So you want to use that phrase and ideas. Identify, are they thinking of making a move now? If they are, treat them like a friend. So if you go to a party, oh, that's in the first 3 days. Sorry, the first 3 days he got 30 leads. So 30 leads in the first 3 days for free. So cool. Nice job, Otis. Whoop, whoop. Give me some thumbs up. So if you guys are on Instagram, give me some hearts, Mr. Super Realtor and I can't even read that name, Vosh24. If you're going to go to a party and a friend says, hey, I'm moving, the first question you're going to ask your friend is, oh, man, that's cool. Where are you moving to next? So treat these people as a friend. Where are you moving to next? Third thing is you want to find out what's their motivation. Oh, that's cool, friend. What takes you to Salt Lake City? What takes you to Chicago? What takes you to Compton? What takes you to LA? Whatever it is, right? What takes you there? Find that out. Oh, friends, family, work, bigger house, location, commute, whatever it is. Find out that reason, because that reason is their motivation button. You want to push that motivation button. And then you go into the magic question and you set the appointment and bada bing, bada boom. But not every call you're going to get a yes. Okay? So some people are going to say no. Or they're going to say, when you ask those questions, you say, oh, we're not thinking about it, doing it for 6 to 12 months, which is okay. Then you want to shift them into your people farm. But if they say, no, we're not thinking of moving, I think I'm selling a house, we say, do you have any plans of moving ever? And if you guys are familiar with this phrase, this is a script from my mentor, Bob Leffler, Fearless Agent. I highly recommend you go to fearlessagent.com, sign up for Fearless Agent coaching and training. Okay, that's who I've coached and trained with for 12, 13 years now. So I learned all this. This is where I got even better with it. So check that out, fearlessagent.com. But you want to then ask, do you have any plans of moving ever? And if they say no, say, okay, no problem. Thanks for your time. Adios. Go to the next call. But if they say, yeah, we're thinking about it in like 8 months or whatever, once my daughter graduates high school, or you've probably heard that, okay? So that's cool. So you want to do is then take your skill set that you've learned in Fearless Agent or Prospecting Mastery or the Prospecting Life, and you want to connect them into your people farm, and which now you have your proven follow-up system through email, through text message, through phone call, through retargeting ads, through postcards, through your events, and you want to stay in front of them so that when they do get to that point where they're making the move, they don't even think of any other place but you, the god or the goddess of real estate. Are you guys starting to get a feel for what I'm talking about? Say, yes, Colton, I'm starting to get a feel for this. Say, yes, Colton, this makes sense to me. Write that in the comments. Cool. So after cold calls, though, is some other sources that you can actually add people to your database. For sell-by owners and expires, these are going to be a lot more now business people. How many of you guys need money today? Say yes. Y'all need some money today. FSBOs and expireds are awesome to get you paid today. A couple of things behind them. It takes a lot more time, effort, and energy and input into converting those leads. So understand that. And you have to be willing to work with a little bit of crazy people. Okay, so be okay with that as well. I recommend that you use the Fearless Agent FSBO script, which we really teach in depth in Prospecting Alliance as well. The other place besides FSBO experience is going to be open houses. Write that down, open houses, okay? And the goal with an open house is to set appointments, okay? You want to set appointments from open houses. And so you first got to get people to the open house. And I'll give you the Reader's Digest version of doing this. Number one is you got to put up a lot of signs. I'm talking like 35, 40 signs for the open house. You'll get a lot of people there, especially in this market. If you guys have low inventory, few listings in your market, put yes in the comments. I'd love to hear that, because in our market we do, and you will get 50 to 100 people at your open houses in this type of market if you do a lot of signage. Second thing is you want to do a lot of door knocking in the neighborhood, in the surrounding neighborhoods leading up to the open house. Okay, so number two is door knocking around that neighborhood, and the simple script you use is the cold call script that I just shared with you guys from Fearless Agent. Okay. Third thing is you want to do is you want to use Cole Realty Resource or your Mojo neighborhood search, and you want to map around the house that you're selling, and you want to call people. You want to cold call people and start to tell them about the open house. Okay. The idea is you either want to find leads through the cold call ahead of time and the door knocking ahead of time and set appointments or add people to your database. Number two is you want to set appointments from the live event or from the live open house. You want to set it from the live open house. Okay, so that's, I think, 5 different lead sources I've given you so far, and these are the best of the best. Now we can start talking about some of the others that a lot of people use out there and ask me about all the time. One is Zillow leads. How many of you guys want to use Zillow leads? Put a yes in the comments. How many of you don't want to? Put a no in the comments. I personally, so Otis says he's using Call Hub from his broker, so something to check out is Call Hub. But I personally don't prefer Zillow because number one is a lot of realtors use it. They're overpriced. I can generate my own leads for less money, okay, than using a lot of online leads. Another type of source is going to be like home value leads, and those usually stem from pay-per-click. So you're putting out AdWords out there or Facebook ads and generating those. I also believe that those are expensive. I know some people say that they can get leads for less than $3 or something like that, which is fairly cheap. But we have to understand these aren't real leads; these are prospects. Okay, these are prospects. There's a difference between a lead and a prospect. If you guys have any questions, start to ask those. I'm going to do something real quick. Over here in the comments, I don't know, got it. Oh, there we go. I actually don't know how to write my own comment. I guess I can't comment on here. That's unfortunate. I thought I could. Normal. Okay, well, I can't comment. Cool. Okay. Oops. Dismiss. Okay, so we talked about several of those lead sources, but the ultimate thing is if you want to create wealth in real estate, it's about creating an attraction-based prospecting business. It's your database. You want to know what is really worth money in today's industry. Really, really want to know what is worth money in today's industry. It's not the technology. It's the data that technology produces. So if you can create a customizable, write this down, you can create a customizable database. Technology just accelerates the ability and the opportunity to create a customizable database, okay? Okay, so it just creates that. So then once you get that customizable database, you can stay in front of them with your message. And what was the message we talked about from the beginning of this session? Well, it was simple. Is we want to be able to share the message that, hey, I love my life. I want to make a difference for you, and we want to continually stay in touch with you. Darius asked, Colton, are you familiar with any apps to use to set tasks or reminders on the go? It depends on what type of task. I usually just use the reminder app on my iPhone, but I also use Mojo on the go because I set all my appointments in Mojo on my computer, syncs up to my Google Calendar, but also syncs up to my cell phone, my iPhone, and so Mojo, the app, will pop up reminders onto my phone so I can remind them. So that's what I use is Mojo on the go. So great question. So you can get that at www.mojosells.com. For those of you guys on YouTube that wanted that link for Buy on a Daily, if you're watching the replay, in the description below, you can find a link for that. So you can go check out those free leads. All right, gang. So is it okay if I just share with you, now that we went through a bunch of different lead sources, is it okay if I share with you an opportunity? If you guys are open to an opportunity, this is what I want to share with you. So there is a challenge that you as realtors have. And it's no question that this is a real challenge. I would have said, what's better, just solds, colds, or core fact postcards? I don't do either of those. I only send postcards to my database. I do not send random postcards out to anyone. If I send a postcard one time to a person, they're going to get it until they sell with me or they die. Is pretty much what's going to happen. And even then the people that move in is probably going to get that postcard. So let's take a look at this then. The challenge is 87% of realtors fell out of real estate. Yes or yes? We know that 100% that happens, guaranteed. Okay. Number two is 13% will stay in the business. But of that 13%, most of them, get this, most of them will do 6 transactions a year or less. How many of you are okay with doing just 6 deals a year or less? Very few of them will hit 20 deals a year. Okay. But how many of you want to do more than 20 transactions a year, 20 closings a year? If that is you, you have to have the right vehicle. You have to have a specific model to follow in which your drive, your energy, your enthusiasm can propel you forward in creating an attraction-based prospecting business. Okay, that's exactly why I created Prospecting Mastery. That's exactly why I created the Prospecting Alliance. Okay, so what is the Prospecting Alliance? It is a group specifically designed. There's about 90 to 100 right around there realtors in there right now that are all committed to funnel their energy, their drive, and excitement into a step-by-step system that will allow them to get business today, number one. And number two is to build a long-term business and build a long-term business for success. Okay. So I want you to think, are you open to a long-term success plan? Are you open to get rich today and even more rich later on in your business? If that's you, say yes. And what do people learn inside of it? So number one is we learn exactly how to build a customizable database, step by step. What else do we learn? We learn exactly how to have the right dialogue and to understand what I call the context or the psychology of the conversation. When you can understand why it is you say the words you say and how to use them and how to use the right tonality and how to use the right body language, you're going to attract even more people into your attraction-based prospecting business, into your customizable database. Okay, what else are you going to learn? You're going to learn, like today, exactly how to plan and create and deliver an event, a client appreciation event. So you get a lot of people there creating value for them and you generate referrals from them. Okay. You're going to learn exactly how to design your postcards that are going to go out. You're going to learn exactly how to design your emails that are going to go out. You're going to learn exactly how to do remarketing ads, retargeting ads to those people in your database, right? How many of you think these would be cool things to learn? How many of you guys are currently using these on a high level? You're also going to learn what to use and what not to use and to maximize your return on your investment with your marketing dollars. How many of you guys would like to actually know how to maximize your marketing dollars? That's exactly what we're going to do. How do you turn up your mic? It's on an iPod. I don't know how to turn up my mic on my iPod. Sorry, Calvin. Maybe this video won't be that great on Instagram. So what are some of the benefits? What are some of the benefits, the features or benefits inside of the Prospecting Alliance? Number one is you get 2 90-minute live sessions in a group setting with me every single month. Thursdays, they're on Thursdays, every other Thursday at 3:15 Eastern, 1:15 Mountain. You're going to get exclusive access to the, hey, Mike, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, we need to be able to also look at what we get in here. So Facebook, you're going to get exclusive access to the Facebook group where we have other realtors sharing their postcards, sharing their contacts, sharing their content, sharing what they're creating for their attraction-based prospecting business. You get access to all of the recorded library, which are each week we have that recorded call, that 90-minute session. It goes into goes into the Facebook group, and it also goes into your user name and password, your membership area, so you guys can log in and see all of the recorded content, so you can accelerate that growth. Okay, you're also going to get the opportunity to submit, and I'll do a screen share. Actually, you're going to submit your videos of recorded prospecting calls so that we can share with you exactly how many of you guys can see this screen. So I can give you coaching and feedback on your prospecting. So for example, let me find the right screen. So if you want to get better at your cold call script, or if you want to get better at your calling your prospecting past clients or your SOI, or you want to get better at calling your sphere of influence or calling a FISBOs, the context version of the call, you submit your video. Let's see if there's a place in here. You're going to submit your video. So here's, for example, Prospecting Alliance. You get, these are some of the videos in here already, okay? Also, Prospecting Call Cliniques. So you can submit your call through this link right here. And when you submit your call, then I'm going to watch it live and give you a feedback on it. I'm going to break down exactly how to get better at the opener, how to get better at the rules of engagement, how to get better at staying in rapport, how to get better at the magic question, how to get better at the close for the actual appointment. These are all things we're going to go over that you can go in there, right? So, for example, there's what to expect from, this is one of the first calls. We have call sources and rules of engagement call. We've got operating your day and dealing with the chatter in the mind. We've got how to master communication, the power of visualization. We've got the 5 daily steps to grow my network. And today's call is going to be how to create a client appreciation event. These are the things that we're going over on the regular basis, okay? Also, if you're interested, you could get the Prospecting Mastery Program. I'll share that link as well. Let's see, Prospecting Mastery. So this is a 12 video training module program. These are separate from the Alliance, but these are really cool. So this is an in-depth 12 video 12 video module, right? So it's a 12 video module training program, world's greatest prospecting scripts, recorded role plays. You get the bonus for FISBO Prospecting Mastery, bonus for that. Currently, it's $597 for that. But the Prospecting Alliance, which I'm really wanting to invite you guys to be a part of today, is actually, whoops, I zoomed this in, is actually for $47 a month. So some of you might be thinking, well, is this really going to help me make money? And actually, you're going to sign up and you're going to find out that, yes, this is going to help you make a lot of money, okay? Some of you might be thinking, well, what is different about this than Fearless Agent, right? A lot of people ask me that all the time. Well, Fearless Agent is coaching and training for your entire business. I am only going to help you create your customizable database, your attraction-based prospecting business. We're not going to be teaching you about listing presentations, things like that. And what you're going to find out is you don't even get to go on listing presentations if you don't have appointments to go on. And so that's the main thing is one of the biggest difference. So if you guys want to check out, I'm going to share a couple of links here in the comments. One is Prospecting Mastery. You want to check that one out. But also, I made a video that I want you guys to check out. I'll post this here. So if you go to www.prospectingalliance, you can just type that in your browser, but I'll share the link as well, .com for a free video. And what I do is I talk about in a 7-minute video exactly how come 87% of agents are failing and what has to happen to help you be a part of the 13% that stays in the business, and really what helps you stay a part of that top 1% that makes a lot of money in the business. So if you're open to that, go watch that video. I want to invite you to join us in Prospecting Alliance. These are the things that we talked about today. So once again, you get the 90-minute sessions. You're going to get the recorded sessions. You're going to get the prospecting Facebook group. You're going to get the submit your prospecting calls for coaching and feedback. And you're also going to join an accountability group, which is a part of it. So you're going to be accountable with other realtors. Accountability is about not holding your feet to the fire. It's about giving you a space of awareness to recommit. The idea, write this down, correct and continue, correct and continue, right? You're going to make mistakes. You're going to goof up. You're going to fall down. How do you correct and continue more quickly is the question you want to ask yourself. And then also, a daily audio awareness message. Okay, so what is that? Is I send a 60-second audio message out to you about different topics with inside of the Prospecting Alliance. Okay, so different topics in creating your ultimate mindset, creating your ultimate estate management, your emotional state, creating your prospecting scripts at a better level, creating your delivery of communication, understanding how to communicate even better. Also, awareness on doing the work. How many of you guys are good at not doing the work? Put a yes in the comments. Like, you're great at coming up with reasons not to make the calls or not to do the work. So we talk about that in there. So these are some of the things. You go to prospectingalliance.com, watch that free 7-minute video talking about how 87% of realtors fail. We got James Michener joined in. How many of you guys know James Michener? Famous fearless agent. He's got like $7 million in escrow right now. He just messaged me. James, appreciate you hopping on. He's a great friend of mine out of Prescott, Arizona. Recently also dropped down 25 pounds. Another victory for James Michener. So these are the things that we're going to be reminding you in the audio message. You can get those Monday through Friday. All right, guys, go ahead and check out prospectingalliance.com. You guys are definitely going to want to check it out. We appreciate all of you being here. Later. See ya.